This morning, we continue talking about outside looking in, excluded, excluded. Here's the text. Then there's going to be a talk, 3 things I'm going to share with you, and then there's a takeaway. The text is Luke 17:11 through 19. Now, I'm going to read the whole story because I really want you to grab this. Here it is. It says this in Luke 17:11 through 19. Now on his way to Jerusalem, Jesus traveled along the border between Samaria and Galilee. As he was going into a village, 10 men, I want you to get that number, 10 men who had leprosy, get what they got, met him. They stood at a distance and called out to him, loud voice, Jesus, Master, have pity on us. Grab what they're saying. When he saw them, he said, go, show yourselves to the priests, all right? And as they went, they were cleansed. One of them, when he saw he was healed, came back praising God in a loud voice. He threw himself at Jesus' feet and thanked him, and he was a Samaritan. Here is the key thing that I want you to grab a hold of, and that's the 17th verse. I want you to grab this. He says, Jesus' response is, were not all 10 cleansed? Where are the other 9? The other 9 were Jews. The one that came back was a Samaritan. I want you to understand something was happening here. When they were all together with the same affliction, going through the same thing, misery loves company. They were glad to include a Samaritan whom they would have never given the time of day. But because they all had that one thing in common, a terrible thing in common, they were willing to hang out with him. But check this out. The moment they got to the place that they felt like they were supposed to be, they excluded him. You can't be with us any longer. The same thing happens with sometimes when you're running with the wrong crowd. You're only a part as long as you're doing what we want you to do. You're only a part when you are hanging out and doing the things that we feel like you ought to do. But the moment you decide that you're going to do something else, you're excluded. 3 things that you need to understand. There's a reason why you are excluded. Your exclusion includes this. 1, to be blessed. He was blessed. When the Samaritan turned around, the Lord blessed him. Jesus blessed him. 2, to give praise. When he turned around and gave Jesus praise, what did that add to? It made him whole. The 3rd thing. So, in the sense and in the midst of you feeling a sense of on the outside looking in, feeling excluded from a crowd where you feel like you should be or would want to be, your exclusion is really inclusion with Jesus. Remember that. Your exclusion is really an inclusion when it comes to Jesus. The Samaritan was like, okay, I was with you and you were okay as long as I was doing and being the way you wanted me to be. But the moment I decided that I was going to do something else, you went on about your way. Let him go. Be who you are. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. Share the manna. Don't keep it to yourself. Bye now.